Well, just days before that vote, 8 organizations that I'm told in the past have not always agreed on the best path forward are joining in on the same stance and urging the board of directors to vote no, sending them a letter today. A years-long debate over closing several Pittsburgh Public Schools could be nearing an end. Parent and member of the district's Community Schools Steering Committee, Mike Cummins, in partnership with 8 parent-teacher organizations and advocacy groups, is hoping it ends with a no vote.
Primary objections, I think, would circle around not having enough very detailed planning for how to handle transitions for students with IEPs, English language learners, traditionally marginalized students like Black and Brown students, or socioeconomically disadvantaged students.
In a signed letter shared with board members today, the groups are urging board members to reconsider and hold off on closing these 9 schools.
The point of the plan is supposed to be about building a more equitable system, and that does not happen just by pulling resources from one place and sticking them somewhere else. Just throwing money at a problem won't fix it, and that's really all that this plan details right now. The rest we're supposed to just trust them to figure out.
Board President Gene Walker speaking to us today after receiving that letter.
We've heard what they've had to say. We've responded in many ways with many of the changes to the plan over time. But the idea that we can continue to wait until something makes everyone happy just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Cummins questioning if saving several millions in a school district with a budget of more than $700 million per year justifies the closures.
They're asking to disrupt a third of the district, move people, shutter buildings and communities that are anchors to communities, not have good plans for the most marginalized people with IEPs, things like that, for a 1% savings.
Walker says it does.
That's still a lot of money, and we can do a lot with an additional $6 to $8 million, in addition to the hundreds of millions of dollars in capital costs that we can now reallocate to different buildings.
Board members will vote next Wednesday. We'll keep you updated on what happens. Covering Allegheny County tonight on Pittsburgh's North Side, Kaylee Gunderson, Pittsburgh's Action News.